million heartiest congratulations.
Thank you as much for having me on your podcast.
One, Federal Bank has got multi-generational customers. So what is that thing which keeps, what is so special about the bank?
I think the special thing about the bank is our customers own the bank because they love coming to the bank. They love interacting with a lot of our colleagues. They have come, when you said generational, they must have definitely recommended to their kids and to their grandchildren to go and open an account. It's not that they may not be having an account elsewhere, but I'm sure that Federal Bank is definitely on the menu, and it is as dear as salt when it comes to food.
Fantastic. So now you have a prolific ambassador on board.
Yes.
So Vidya has got this, she's a super talent and her name resonates with the
Yes.
entire India.
Yes.
So what makes it so special that you has
I think the joy on your face while referring to Vidya makes it special for us and makes it special for her also. And I'm sure you also would have seized up the fact that she's somebody who's very authentic. She's done so much a variety of roles. She's very respected across her actor fraternity, across her producers, directors, the craftsmen who work in the film industry. When you come to age groups, even a young kid who's a 16 or a 15-year-old, as much as a 60-year-old loves to watch a Vidya Balan film. So I think all of this gets into the play of how it is. And the one word which connects Vidya and Federal Bank is authenticity.
Sure.
We sort of, we are, I mean, for the want of a better metaphor, we are like a turtle or a snail, and we carry the world with us, So we bring in everything when it comes to service. And I'm sure she's somebody who also brings in everything when she's in front of the camera for a particular brand or for a role that she's going on playing.
And both of you come from the land of God.
I don't come from a land of God. I have a very interesting history.
Okay.
For those of you who understand Marathi, आमची मुंबईमध्ये आता चौथी पिढी आहे.
Okay.
And I'm somebody who understands 8 languages. So yeah, but everything is land of God, so to say.
Absolutely wonderful. So, government is pushing a lot on financial literacy for kids.
Yes.
So, what's your take and what are the kind of initiatives?
So we are approaching this in a very different and exciting way, and I'm absolutely proud to tell you that our financial literacy or how we function with kids is touching multiple chords. So there is an art form called as Kathakali in Kerala, and there is an art form called as Theyyam also in Kerala, and Chakar Kuttu, which is the first stand-up comedy. What we have gone out and done, and it is serendipitous movement that this happened, we realized that some of these art forms are winning away, not because they are not performers, but because the next generation of kids are not so tuned in. We are all into scrolling generation. Having said so, if you close your eyes and think of Kerala, you think of the Kathakali face, and Kochi is the top 3 travel destinations even internationally. What we have gone out and done is that we have repurposed these art forms and got it into schools.
Sure.
And now these artists are coming and talking to children about good touch, bad touch, about mental health of elders, because we all live long, and then you may have an elder who's suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, and therefore how can a kid connect with grandparents who are of that age? And incidentally, they also go on and talk about financial investments, about products and those kind of things. So I think it becomes very boring when you have a very unidimensional view of things, saying that I want to go and do something on financial literacy. But when you have a larger play of this kind, it's very interesting, and then the kids also get to know a lot of our own background as a nation and the cultural art forms. And most important is that it is relevant to them in the time and space they are in. We are not telling them stories which are 50-year-old, but stories which are here and now. Yeah.
Excellent. And your tagline, Rishta aap se hai, sort of aap se nahi.
Yes.
How does it translate and what does it mean?
So, Rishta aap se hai, sirf aap se nahi is not a tagline which is an advertising line. When I joined the bank about 3 years back, I went and traveled across the country, and I could genuinely feel that there is a lot of natural inclination towards serving customers. The tagline was in the cans for a while, so I have just been a medium to uncock it, so to say, but genuinely it resonated. The original tagline was Rishta aap se hai, aap se nahi.
Alright.
But the word sirf is important, because if I say Rishta aap se hai, aap se nahi, then it says that okay, I don't have a mobile banking app, I don't have a website, but I just want to do it. That's not going to work in the present time. And the addition of the word sirf is what I have done, and therefore Rishta aap se hai, sirf aap se nahi is how it's turned out. And as far as our clientele is concerned and customers are concerned, we are saying that we'll give you the best of the both, the physical and the digital world, because we are human at the core and digital to the fore as a bank.
Yes, adding human touch to the
That's
whole
right.
thing. All right. How do you define Federal Bank in 5 words? What is the pride of being a federal?
I think the pride of being a federal is that we really have a very high level of empathy. there is a deep sense of pride with every federal. Whether he is somebody who works as support staff in the office, or whether it is the MD. Our MD is relatively new. He's about 4 months old, but the kind of pride that he felt about people. So that's the second part which is there. And the third aspect is that collectively we are looking forward to this breakthrough phase of the bank, playing out, and us building a very, very exciting, strong brand. As a CMO, I'm absolutely lucky because typically people see brand ambassador as an expense, but this time around, when we asked, when I went for approvals and when this name came up, and now as it is percolated to the rest of the country and the team, we are all absolutely excited. Some of the videos you must have seen, where colleagues have spoken, and it is genuinely people feel that way about Vidya Balan.
Looks like a cosmic collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are your future expansion plans?
So we expect to go on and expand in multiple geographies. Branches will naturally play out. There are a slew of products which Mr. Manian has mentioned in his analyst meet, which was just concluded. It's on record. So new product lines will come in, new geographies will happen. As a CMO, my hands are quite full because we have a prolific brand ambassador, and I'm under pressure from our MD, from our board, from my colleagues, as much as from her, to deliver an outstanding campaign, because she's not going to sit around and do a less than ordinary kind of a job.
Sure. So, Women's Day around the corner. What are your final words for the year?
We live and we celebrate our women colleagues almost every day. I mean, there's not a single day when we are not thankful for what they've gone out and done. And we say that we are a 42% women employee company, but look at them. They've all spent time with us as a probationary officer. Some of them have become AVPs, VPs. Our ED is a prolific person. So I think for a lot of brands and for a lot of people, it is a day in the calendar where things get little hyped up. But for us, I think we live our joys and celebrations every day with a lot of our women colleagues. And at the same breath, I want to extend this thanks to the spouses of the men who have allowed the men to go out and spend so much more time at work because it was required. So we can't thank them less.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful chatting you, and wish you a fantastic Rishta ahead.
Thank you as much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.